All right. In this recording, what I'd like to do is take a quick opportunity to clean up the work that we started in video 2. A few small changes or additions that we need to make to finalize this roof line, the rafters that are in place. So I'm going to turn off my sheet materials that I've already created just to show you how this roof line gets finished off. The one thing you do not need to do is to apply this gutter. I just want to put it here so you can see how it's supposed to work. Not that we need to actually put the gutters into this design. So what I've created is the rafters, which are in video 2. In addition to that, we extended our eaves and our overhangs. We cleaned them up so that way they can be finished and closed off for this entire structure. So one thing that we've done is we've extended an overhang, and several different architectural styles will extend along the ends of our roof line. So we'll create an overhang here and generate this eave or overhang in our roof structure. So in this case, I'm just creating a 16-inch long overhang, which means I got these slightly shorter than 16-inch long pieces in here that kind of make this ladder look, which extends one additional rafter off the edge of my roof or off the edge of my structure. Again, it provides overhang. You'll often see this over porches and patios when you extend your roof in this direction. The rafters extended over top of or out beyond the walls of our structure in this direction. This is where we create our traditional eave work, and we have a fascia board, which is just in my case, a 2x6 that covers the end of this rafter system. That fascia board can also now hang the gutter. So that's why I wanted to put this gutter in here so you can see how rain would get down this roof line. So I put my sheet material back on top and actually a layer of shingles, and you can see how it would overhang and it should run into the gutter. The only thing I'm missing is a little drip edge, but for the most part I got all the details as to how the rain gets down off your roof and into your gutters and down to the ground. So I just put this in here as a quick example. I'm going to delete it quickly to show you what you should be working on. So if we've cut, as in the case of video 2, we cut this vertical and horizontally, a few things we need to add. The fascia board that goes end to end of our rafter system, and then these additional support pieces that are going to hold any soffitting up, which is the ventilated material that allows airflow to enter into our roof rafter system and allows airflow to travel up and then usually out the ridgeline of your structure. So this is a way in which you keep your extremely hot attic space ventilated, and this structure would then get some kind of ventilated, usually metal material across this eave. So what I've done here is I put a 2x4, 1.5 inches thick, as in the other case of the 2x materials, and 3.5 inches wide in the case of the width of this material, and then ran boards that came out along those rafters, and I just skipped every third rafter, I believe, or every other. I'm trying to think of what I think I went 32 inches apart. Yeah, so every other across the rafter space. And it felt odd at the other end in the length of my structure, so I just doubled up at the end. But really, these don't need to be super structural. They're just usually hanging light ventilated metal materials to provide ventilation through to your attic space. So what we're looking at is adding an extra rafter and extending our roof line beyond our building on each end. Kind of looks like a little ladder added to each end here. We have our fascia board, and then we also have the support materials for our eaves and then eave ventilation. So I'll turn the sheet materials back on. The one thing that I didn't do, because this is longer now, I didn't go in and modify the length of these materials. So I can push-pull. Whoops, grabbed the wrong one first. I can push-pull these out even. And extend those out to the edge of my roof line on both sides. So I don't think there's too much additional material being added here. A little bit of extra structural stuff, and then I go back out, and now I have all of the framing and the woodworking to close in my structure. So cleaning up those eaves, the overhangs of the rafters, is what we're really after in this final video.